Alright, welcome back to How to Make Hero Concepts. Today we're talking about animate objects, or like non-human, non-living things, but they're still living, but they got like a technicality, like a soul trapped in them. Like, for example, Blanky. Roll Avoider, no, roll Aerial, because it's an aerial character, it flies around, it passively flies around the map. Playstyle Avoider. Avoider playstyle means that it does damage, then it can fly away. Come back, do damage, fly away. It's Avoider. It does damage and avoids taking any damage. And description is magic carpet, because Blanky is a magic carpet. So its primary, magical sparks, fires 3 sparks per second in a burst fashion, does 30 damage per spark, and has 15 before it needs to charge up, kind of like a magazine, but instead of like a magazine like in a gun, it just has to charge back up its sparks before being able to use them again. Luckily the charge up is quick, only takes 1 second. Passive, Flyer Swirl. When damaged, you can barrel roll. So like I said, Avoider. When you get damage while flying, you can barrel roll. You get a passive free mobility usage, mobility dash type thing, where you can roll away in a barrel roll type fact when you get damaged. Same thing as Flying Boost. When critical, your movement speed is boosted by 70%. So for your critical health, you can choose to boost your speed by 70% to get away from whatever is damaging you. Quick Flight, running start to quick flight maneuver. Basically, how you take off, you can take off by running up, and instead of just taking off flight by just like hovering off the ground, you can run in a direction and quick take flight immediately. Magical Links. Connect 3 links to the nearest 3 allies, giving them 40 health per second for 5 seconds. Basically healing 3 allies by 200 health by linking up to them. This is a cooldown of 12 seconds. Not really a healer, but if you need to heal allies, you can do so. Thread Shield. You're a blanket, so you have the ability to use your threads to create a thread ball around a critical ally, shielding them from taking damage. Of course, cooldown is 10 seconds because it is a shield ability that is 500 as shield, so it does have a cooldown of 10 seconds. Thread Regen. Regen yourself by after not taking damage for 2.5 seconds. So if you hide away while using maybe Flyer Swirl or Flying Boost and run away, you can regen yourself back to full health by not taking damage for 2.5 seconds. And then your ultimate, Cuddle Up. Shield 2 allies for 15 seconds by wrapping yourself around them. So you split yourself up and wrap yourself around 2 allies, giving them infinite shields, basically making them immune to damage. So pretty cool. It's mostly you can see it has these abilities up here to make sure that it can avoid taking damage, and then down here, magical links, thread, cuddle. It's blanket themed, carpet themed attacks and abilities. Alright, let's look at its stat block, and then we can go back to the story, and I can talk a little bit more on how to make a character like a magic carpet, and how to relate it in the real world, and what Blanky's history and purpose is in the world. So first, it has 200 health, and we've talked about most of the abilities, so this should be kind of review at this point. Blanky is a magic carpet, and the playstyle is Avoider, because it can do damage while avoiding taking damage. It has magical sparks, shoots out a spread of sparks, so of course, we're going to be using the spread, which is the brown, similar to the Blockzooka, like Andre, shoots a Blockzooka, which shoots out 4 blocks in a spread. Magical sparks, you shoot out 3 sparks at a time in a spread. And then you have your passive, Flyer Swirl. Remember, doing a barrel roll if you take damage. So anytime you take damage, you can choose to do a barrel roll. Quick Flight, if you run in a general direction. Instead of just hovering off the ground, you can take flight immediately. Flying Boost, when you're critical, you can choose to boost your speed to get away from whatever is damaging you. That's another ability. All 3 of these do no damage, they're just mobility abilities to get you out of a tough situation. Magic Links, another spread, but this time it does healing because you're sending out a spread of threads to heal 3 of your closest allies that need health. Thread Regen, of course, like we said, if you don't take damage for 2.5 seconds, you can heal yourself back to full health. And finally, thread shield. You can surround an ally in a shield ball of threads and yarn, protecting them from taking damage. So of course you get the crimson color for a shield, and like we said, your health is 200. And of course we talked about your ultimate as well. The ultimate for Blanky was Cuddle Up. You shield allies by wrapping around them, giving them immunity. 2 allies immunity. Alright, now let's wrap the video by talking about history and how to relate your character. So as you can see, a magic carpet similar to the magical carpet from Disney's Aladdin and the Marvel superhero Doctor Strange's cape. In both movies, a cape and a carpet was granted assistance to the main character. Doctor Strange's cape would be able to wrap around opponents and fight alongside Doctor Strange, and the magic carpet in Aladdin was a magical carpet that was alive and was helping Aladdin transport around the air, as providing transport to Aladdin. Blanky can fly, hide in plain sight as a carpet. In this world, it currently hides itself among the residents of Cairo, helping poor families cool down and protecting them from bandits who want to steal their stuff during the blazing summer months with its magical abilities. So, same as before, as we can set up here, it's a friendly magical carpet. In this world, it's friendly to help poor families cool down from the blazing summer months and protecting them from thieving bandits. Like I said, it's an animated object, so it's technically a non-living object because carpets aren't alive, but this one is because it has a soul trapped in the soul orb presented in the middle of the carpet. As you can see from the artwork here, normal carpet, but it has this orb in the middle that contains the soul of the carpet itself. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it. I'll see you guys next time. Toodaloo!